Hello, good morning. Mama Robin here, or Texas Beach Mom. We are not having a Watts Wednesday to do. I got my daughter coming in a couple of hours and I still got a ton of work to do. So I'm not going to do a Watts video today, but I am going to do a short video about something else. The Watts video I've got coming up is about 3 different videos that I've seen. So it's going to be a longer video. This is going to be a shorter video. On Friday night, in my Friday Night Live, I talked about some problems with our system. I talked about legal problems that we currently have in our system involving women's health. And I talked about how they affect my family directly. And I knew there would be some backlash. I knew there would be some. I fully expected backlash. But I didn't expect extreme backlash in the form that I got it. And I didn't expect any of the attacks to me personally. And so I decided on the rest of my videos, my comments will be turned off. You can call this cowardly if you want. That's fine. But it's not about cowardly. It's about my mental health. I didn't attack anybody personally in Friday night's video. I didn't attack in my rebuttal video that I did yesterday. I didn't attack anybody personally. But I've been treated like I attacked people personally, and I didn't. The one comment that hurt me the most wasn't all that mean, but it's from one of my biggest supporters. So while I knew she would not agree with what I was saying, I figured she might understand why I said it. And she apparently didn't give a shit. She came at me and told me I didn't know what I was talking about. And therefore, because I didn't know what I was talking about, I shouldn't have talked about him. And I came back with a rebuttal video yesterday that was already uploaded. And in this rebuttal video, I proved to her that I do know what I'm talking about. And I brought receipts, like I'm going to do today, because I'm adding to this video. So first of all, to make it perfectly clear, I didn't not attack President-elect Trump at all. I just talked about the laws, the way they are currently and the way they're written up. Now, I will agree with her that he did say, when he reversed Roe v. Wade, he did say, he most certainly did say that he's going to leave it up to the states. And he said that that if they make exceptions, they should include rape and incest. You're right, he did say that, and I agree that he said that. Thank God he said that. And while it's not his fault that the governors went ham and they made all their own decisions and they decided to be extremely strict abortions rules, extremely strict, to the point where they're causing lives to end, I still got a lot of backlash trying to defend women. I'm trying to defend and protect women, and I'm getting backlash from women, so whatever. Anyway, we've had women dying here in Texas, not because they couldn't get an abortion. I did some more research. And the reason why women are dying in Texas is because the abortion ban includes not being able to get a D&C. A D&C, unfortunately for women who've had a miscarriage, you've had a D&C. A D&C removes tissue from the uterine lining. It can be used to treat or prevent complications associated with miscarriages, or to alleviate other uterine bleeding problems when someone is not pregnant. Now, because a D&C is mostly used for miscarriages, women that are having miscarriages can't be treated properly, because a D&C is also used in abortions. Sometimes it's used in an abortion. So because it's sometimes used in abortions, D&Cs are now outlawed. And women are either bleeding out during a miscarriage or they're getting extreme infections and they're dying from the infection. So when I say women are dying, they're dying. They're dying from a miscarriage, either from bleeding out because they weren't able to get a DNC, or because DNC is included in the ban. If you don't believe me, I gave you the information yesterday to look this up. And it's not just in Texas, women in Georgia, women in other red states that have the same ban. And some red states have the same ban. Some have similar bans, and some have less strict bans. But regardless, women are dying. Because the abortion law that is passed in Texas and in other red states also includes not being able to get a D&C. The few most common reasons that it's done following miscarriage is to diagnose and treat heavy bleeding, remove infected tissue, such as tissue from the pelvic inflammatory disease, and remove excess tissue or placenta from a miscarriage. But again, because it's also used in abortions, and it's not used in every abortion, it's used in some, and because it's used in some abortions, it is outlawed now. So women are dying from miscarriages. So see, the ban doesn't just affect women wanting abortions. It also affects women having miscarriages. There was a woman in Georgia that died, I think, yesterday or the day before from a miscarriage because she didn't get the proper treatment because she couldn't get a DNC. So, again, I never said that Trump was evil. I never said that Trump was a bad person. I just said that Roe v. Wade shouldn't have been reversed. If you don't like abortions, then don't have one. But you, your husband, or anybody, no one, your husband, absolutely no one has the right to tell a woman what to do with her body. You don't have that right. That is between her and God, actually. Maybe her and her husband, maybe her and her boyfriend. I'm not going to tell women how to run their lives. That's exactly what I'm against here. But if you don't want one, then don't have one. But you, your husband, the government, no one has the right to tell any woman what to do with her body. Which, by trying to make this law, you have made even having a miscarriage extremely dangerous. Miscarriages aren't supposed to be that dangerous. I'm sorry. If you don't agree with me, then you don't agree with me. Do not attack me personally. And for the lovely lady that suggested that if I don't like Texas law, I should just move. Well, hun, first of all, bless your pea-picking heart that you, and thank God that you have come to me and you're going to help me with my problems. Bless your pea-picking heart that you're here to help me. Thank God. But you know what, hun? First of all, I didn't say I didn't like living in Texas. I'm saying that some of the laws that we have are unfair. I'm sure that everybody that lives in a state has laws they don't agree with. I don't agree with that law. That doesn't mean that I should move from Texas, but bless you for taking care of me and my family. And number two, let me add something real quick before I have to run off here. I live on Social Security disability. I didn't choose to be disabled. That's not my choice. That is what I've been given. And for those of you who don't know, this all started because of an accident that I had at work. Oh, yes. So I didn't choose this at all. But back to what I was saying. Because I live on Social Security disability, I live on $1,000 a month. And I can almost hear people coming at me now. Oh my God, that you must be lying. That's not possible. People couldn't live on that. People live on that and less all the time. So that's why we're called poor. But, if you decide you don't like me, then unfollow me. That's fine. Don't subscribe to me anymore. If I lose subscribers over this, don't lose subscribers. I'm simply voicing my opinion. But my comments are turned off and will remain turned off until you all learn not to come at me personally. If you don't agree with me, fine. You don't have to agree with me. You can say you don't agree with me. But don't attack me as a person. Please do not attack me as a person. I didn't attack you as a person. Don't attack me as a person. You don't agree with my beliefs? Say you don't agree with my beliefs. But at least I figured some of you would have enough understanding and compassion to understand where I was coming from, and apparently you do not. So I'm going to go on. I'm going to finish up what I got to do. I want y'all... Oh, and one more thing I want to touch on. The national abortion ban, as I said in yesterday's video, he does flip-flop a lot with it. Now, as of yesterday, he's saying he would veto that. Tomorrow he might change his mind again. And again, as I said in yesterday's video, it's probably because it's a very hard decision to make. Should we do a national abortion ban? Probably. He probably won't. I don't know that. I don't know whether he will or won't. I was just letting people know what they could do to protect themselves now, in case he does. So quit taking it personal, because I didn't come at any of you personally. And I didn't even come after your president-elect personally. I just said that there are laws out there right now that are already been written up for a national abortion ban. Sometimes he says he's going to sign it. Sometimes he says he's going to veto it. I don't know what he's going to do. And honestly, on this particular issue, I don't think he knows either. I hope that he doesn't sign it. And all of you should hope the same, to be perfectly honest, because it will cover more than just abortion, I promise. But I didn't come after anybody personally. I didn't come after your president-elect personally. I literally talked about the laws. They are written right now. And I talked about the laws the way they might be written later. I talked about the ifs and the maybes. And I talked about what women could do to protect themselves in the event of a ban. So do not come at me personally anymore, because I'm going to start coming back personally. I might be poor, but I'm not stupid. I'm definitely not stupid. I brought receipts. So I'm going to walk away from this right now, for now. And I'm going to get on with my day, because my kid's going to be here in a couple hours. And I've still got a few things I need to get done before she gets here. So I'm going to walk away from this right now. If you don't like me, don't agree with me, fine. Don't come after me. Not on a personal level. Do not come after me personally. My comments are off and will remain off until y'all learn to calm down. And if you are a supporter of mine and you want to tell me you are, I wish I could let you, but unfortunately, I can't turn the comments off for some people and leave them on for everyone else. Because I did get a lot of support from Friday night. A lot of support. A lot of people, at the very minimum, even if they didn't agree with me, they understood where I was coming from. There were a few of those that thought didn't know what I was talking about, and therefore should not be repeating lies. And I didn't repeat lies. By the same token, for the one of you that said, well, you should just move then. Like I said, bless your picking heart, honey. I wish that life was that simple, and I thank you for trying to be so helpful, but life ain't that simple. Moving to another state's just not affordable for me on my budget. It's just not, because I'm disabled. I can't do it myself. So I would have to hire professional movers to do this, and I don't have that kind of money. I really don't. I just don't. It's not. But thank you for looking out for me, sweetheart. Y'all have a beautiful and blessed day. And if you still love me, I'll be back Wednesday. And if you don't want to follow me anymore, then don't. I mean, that's all right. I understand. If we have to part ways, we have to part ways. But I still love everybody, and I still want everybody to have a beautiful holiday. Enjoy your families. And make good decisions.